Welcome to Trending Update USA, and I am Steffan bringing you the latest from the WTA Finals 2025, where the tennis world witnessed a thrilling and high-stakes battle as Aryna Sabalenka defeated Coco Gauff to top the Steffi Graf group, signaling a major statement in this season-ending showdown. The match was a spectacle of power, precision, and tactical nuance, capturing the attention of fans worldwide and reshaping expectations for the remainder of the tournament. Tonight, we delve deeply into the match's dynamics, the players' performances, what this means for the WTA Finals, and how Coco Gauff may need to rethink her approach moving forward in one of the most competitive fields in recent history. Aryna Sabalenka entered the WTA Finals with the kind of momentum and confidence that only a player at the top of her game can carry. Her powerful baseline play, improved consistency, and willingness to dictate points have made her a formidable opponent for anyone. Coco Gauff, on the other hand, came in with her trademark energy, agility, and tactical awareness. She has grown tremendously over the past few seasons, developing both her physical game and her mental fortitude. This clash, however, was always going to be a test of raw power versus refined strategy, aggression versus adaptability, and experience in high-pressure moments versus youthful dynamism. From the opening serve, it was clear that Sabalenka intended to control the match from start to finish. Her serves were precise, powerful, and strategically placed to exploit any potential weaknesses in Gauff's return game. Gauff attempted to use her speed and defensive skills to absorb the pressure, but Sabalenka's intensity and consistency made it difficult to establish any sustained rhythm. Analysts had predicted that Gauff might try to mix up the pace and extend rallies to create opportunities for Sabalenka to make errors, but the Belarusian was not giving anything away. Every shot carried weight, every rally demanded full commitment, and every point was a test of composure. Coco Gauff's performance, while resilient, showed the challenges of facing an opponent of Sabalenka's caliber. She fought hard, demonstrating flashes of brilliance with well-placed shots and incredible court coverage, but she struggled to convert critical moments into momentum. Sabalenka, aware of Gauff's capabilities, adjusted her positioning and shot selection to limit the young American's options. By staying aggressive yet smart, Sabalenka ensured that Gauff was often reacting rather than dictating, a crucial factor in a match where initiative often determines the outcome. The first set the tone for the remainder of the match. Sabalenka's ability to take control early allowed her to establish confidence, while Gauff, despite her best efforts, was forced to play catch-up. Analysts highlighted key moments where Gauff could have changed the dynamic by seizing the initiative, such as approaching the net to cut down angles or taking more risks on her forehand. However, Sabalenka's anticipation and timing countered these attempts, demonstrating why she remains at the top of the WTA rankings. In terms of statistics, Sabalenka's first serve percentage and winners were notably higher than Gauff's, reflecting both her offensive dominance and her ability to execute under pressure. Gauff's defensive plays were impressive, showcasing her athleticism and stamina, but in matches of this level, moments of hesitation or indecision can quickly turn into lost games. Sabalenka capitalized on these critical points, turning small advantages into decisive ones. Mentally, the match was also a test of character. Coco Gauff has often been praised for her mental toughness, handling high-stakes moments with composure far beyond her age. However, against a player like Sabalenka, who thrives on intensity and psychological pressure, maintaining that balance becomes more challenging. Sabalenka's presence on the court is commanding, her confidence palpable, and her ability to impose her will can unnerve even the most experienced opponents. Gauff, while resilient, faced the dual challenge of executing her game plan while managing the psychological weight of the occasion. The crowd played a significant role in the atmosphere of this encounter. Fans were energized by Gauff's flashes of brilliance, cheering each successful rally and explosive shot. Yet, Sabalenka's imposing performance and the high stakes of the match kept tension simmering throughout. The WTA Finals, as always, offer not only a competition of skill but also an exhibition of mental fortitude, strategy, and the ability to handle spotlight moments. Both players understood the significance of the event, and their focus reflected years of preparation and experience. As the match progressed, the patterns became clear. Sabalenka maintained aggressive baseline play, mixed with timely net approaches and powerful serving. Gauff attempted to counter with speed, lateral movement, and sharp angles, but the Belarusian's consistency and tactical awareness limited her effectiveness. Analysts often pointed out that Gauff's previous encounters with Sabalenka had relied on defensive prowess and counterpunching, but this time, Sabalenka's evolved game forced Gauff to reconsider her approach in real time, making adaptation crucial. The turning point came in the midsection of the second set, where Gauff faced break points in succession. Sabalenka, sensing opportunity, increased pressure and seized control, consolidating her lead. Gauff's attempts to mount a comeback were met with precise passing shots and relentless ground strokes, leaving little room for error. This moment highlighted the difference between top-tier experience and youthful promise, the ability to convert pressure into points and momentum into dominance. Sabalenka executed both with remarkable efficiency. For Coco Gauff, the loss, while disappointing, also provides lessons. Facing a top-ranked player in a high-stakes setting is always a learning opportunity. Analysts suggest that Gauff may need to further develop her aggressive play, take more initiative in rallies, and refine her point construction to challenge the power game of players like Sabalenka. Her adaptability, mental resilience, and tactical intelligence are unquestionable, but the WTA Finals level demands continuous evolution and innovation. This match also had broader implications for the Steffi Graf group standings. With Sabalenka topping the group, she positioned herself advantageously for the semifinals, gaining confidence and momentum. Gauff, meanwhile, faces the challenge of regrouping, analyzing her performance, and preparing for the remaining matches with a recalibrated strategy. Every point in this tournament is critical, and the results of this match underscore the importance of preparation, adaptability, and mental toughness. Off-court, both players reflected on the encounter with professionalism. Sabalenka acknowledged the competitiveness and talent of her opponent, praising Gauff's resilience and fight. Gauff, maintaining her composure, expressed determination to learn from the experience, focusing on her next steps rather than dwelling on the defeat. This attitude reinforces her reputation as a rising star with not just physical skill but also maturity and perspective, qualities that often define long-term champions. Tactically, experts noted several areas where Gauff might adjust in future matches. Increasing first-serve aggressiveness, stepping into the court to dictate rallies, and using variation in shot selection were highlighted as potential strategies to counter high-powered opponents. Sabalenka's ability to impose pace and pressure early serves as a benchmark for the level of intensity Gauff must match or surpass. Additionally, refining mental strategies for handling high-stakes pressure points could further strengthen her performance under tournament conditions. The WTA Finals are known for delivering high-quality tennis and unforgettable moments, and this match was no exception. The clash between Sabalenka and Gauff combined physical skill, tactical depth, and psychological intensity, offering a blueprint for both current competitors and aspiring players worldwide. It reinforced the notion that elite tennis requires continuous adaptation, learning, and refinement, even for highly skilled and physically gifted athletes. Looking ahead, Coco Gauff's journey in this tournament remains a story to watch. While she faces challenges following this loss, her talent, work ethic, and resilience suggest that she can regroup and mount a strong comeback in subsequent matches. Sabalenka, meanwhile, continues to demonstrate why she is considered one of the most dominant forces in women's tennis, blending raw power, tactical intelligence, and confidence to maintain a position at the top of the field. Fans around the world will be analyzing this match for its strategic lessons, memorable rallies, and dramatic swings in momentum. Tennis, particularly at the WTA Finals level, is a game of inches, timing, and mental acuity, and every exchange between players like Sabalenka and Gauff serves as a case study in elite competition. The outcome of this match reinforces the reality that success in tennis is not only about natural talent or physical ability, but also about strategy, preparation, and the capacity to execute under pressure. As the tournament progresses, the Steffi Graf group standings will continue to evolve, and both players will carry forward insights from this encounter. Sabalenka's dominance may influence the tactical approaches of other competitors, who must now account for her powerful play and consistent execution. Gauff, conversely, will likely approach her remaining matches with renewed determination, informed by the lessons learned against one of the world's best. This ongoing dynamic is what makes the WTA Finals such a compelling spectacle, blending athleticism, mental strength, and strategic nuance in a tournament that tests the very limits of women's tennis. The broader narrative of the WTA Finals is also enriched by this match. Storylines such as rivalries, emerging talents, and strategic evolution are all brought into sharper focus. Fans and analysts alike will be discussing not just the scoreline but the nuances of shot selection, point construction, and the psychological ebb and flow that define the encounter. It is in these details that tennis excellence is revealed, and both Sabalenka and Gauff provided a masterclass in high-level competition. In conclusion, Aryna Sabalenka's victory over Coco Gauff to top the Steffi Graf group in the WTA Finals 2025 is a testament to her power, consistency, and strategic brilliance. For Gauff, it is an opportunity to reflect, adapt, and prepare for the next challenges in the tournament. This match will be remembered not only for its competitive intensity but also for the insights it provides into elite-level tennis, where every decision, every shot, and every mental adjustment can determine success or failure. Stay tuned to Trending Update USA, where I am Steffan, as we continue to cover the WTA Finals, bring you in-depth analysis, post-match reactions, and expert insights into the performances of the world's best women's tennis players. From tactical breakdowns to player psychology and tournament implications, we bring the story of tennis to life, giving fans a front-row seat to every dramatic swing, pivotal point, and game-changing moment.